Nah, you guys. Yeah, I've got awesome subscribers. Thank you everybody who's watching for leaving feedback and ideas and things. Through the course of this series, we've had a great amount of people leaving suggestions and ideas and stuff, and I like that because I don't know, I started off this map making series with the explanation that I wanted to learn how to make them and wanted to take people on the journey with me of learning how to make these maps. And it's great that people are sort of people seem to be learning from it. People are making suggestions, and I'm learning from you guys, and that's really cool. So this episode, we're going to start off at least by looking over some of the suggestions we've recently had for improving the map, and then we might go and make some other improvements as well. Let's see. First of all, Diamond Creeper in the last episode suggested that we make a slight change to this potion distribution system we have here. Now, what we have at the moment is we have a 1 minute clock, and every 1 minute it chooses a random person on the light team who hasn't killed anybody in that minute, and gives them a meat juice. And the same for the light team, and then it resets everybody's kills back to zero. So every minute someone gets a potion, and Diamond Creeper is suggesting that because we need one of these per map, rather than using a coordinate and a radius for every map, which might miss somebody, or gets confused if people go to the team selection room, or something unexpected happens. Meme just suggested that we do this. I think it's not showing up because I don't have a score. Scoreboard, players, set, purple sparks, place. It's called place 0. Scoreboard. This is not what he suggested we do. He suggested I actually make it work. I clearly haven't. Scoreboard, objectives, set display, sidebar, place. Do I need a score of 1 for it to count? There we go. Okay. Anyway, so this is our place variable, and every map and location is going to have its own unique number. So the lobby is going to be 0. I'm guessing Torbray's map is probably going to be 1, because that's the first one we're doing. And what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of this coordinate system, and we're going to go score place equals 1, which is Torbray's map, comma, score place min equals 1. So if they have a score of 1, that means they're in Torbray's area and they should get a potion. Hooray! Let's copy that and put it over here with the dark team or the light team version. Go. And that's just a lot more inclusive. That's going to be nice. So since I have a place of 1, next time this clock triggers, I should get a meat juice, even though I'm not over by Torbray's map at the moment. I wasn't on a team. There we go. Now when this runs, I should get a light meat juice because I'm on the light team. I forgot about that. So, any second now this should trigger, and I should get myself a light meat juice. That'll be nice, because I haven't killed anybody recently. I've been a good boy. There we go. Delicious. Our meat juice effect system isn't set up yet, so that's not going to do anything. But that seems to be working. If I was to set my place to 0 as the lobby, scoreboard. Okay, there we go. So my score is now 0, and that's no meat juice for me because I have a place of 0 and it's checking for a place of 1. So all we need to do is duplicate these and change their places to equal 2, 3, and 4 for the 4 different map areas. So that's fairly easy. Let's do that right now. Okay, great, very good. So that's 4 maps with 2 teams each, so that's 8 command blocks, all set up nicely. I think I can actually move that to here and just make things a little bit smaller. Why not? I mean, we don't really have any size constraints or anything, but we may as well keep things neat and tidy. I don't see that interfering with anything. Nope, I think we're good. So, great. In fact, I could probably put those 2 sets of command blocks here, but I'll move them later if I decide I need the space. Great. Great. So we're just going to add another command block up here. We're going to make sure that when people join the map, they're going to get their score set to 0. So scoreboard place 0. So when people join the map, they're going to have their place set to 0, and then once they've landed on their pressure plate, they're going to be teleported over to this little room here. This is also the go-between. Every map teleports its players to this spot, and then this random, well, not randomizer, this junction, I suppose is the best word for it, splits, teleports them to one of 4 places in there to spread players about a little bit, which we could do with the spread command if there wasn't a roof. But there you go. So I may redo this at some point. I can probably do it better. It's kind of slow. However, since people coming from the map will have a score of 1 if they're at Torbraze, etc., I should probably set them to have a score of 0 again here as well. There we go. Good stuff. And then we need something similar to that for the team, for the actual maps. Let's go the short way to the control room. That teleporter clearly needs to be updated. This is what happens when you move things around. And if we go to Torbraze map, the question is, should I set it when they're in the map room? Because they haven't committed to playing the map yet when they're down there. And they can still leave if they're up here. Maybe I should set it when they're teleported down to their team. If I return to the map, Torbraze in the process of updating this, so I think my return to lobby button is missing. But I'm pretty sure the return to lobby button would take me through the thing which sets me back to 0. So let's just set people to 1 when they reach the lobby. Why not? Okay, so I currently have a score of 0. If I join the light team, it changes to 1, so that registers that I'm on Torbraze map. I may as well leave it at 1 if I leave the team, because the only way to get back to the lobby is through that randomizer thing I was showing you earlier. So let's just set myself back to 0. Set Purple Sparks. Place 0. And try the dark team as well, just make sure it's working. Seems good to me. Great, so the game knows that we are in Torbraze area as soon as we try and join one of the 2 teams. That seems pretty good to me. Now that we have a score of 1, we should get ourselves a light meep juice. Actually, a dark meep juice. Nope, we left the team. No, we're on the dark team, I think. We're on the dark team, so we should get a dark meep juice at some point. There we go. I knew it all along. I always knew. Okay, we're currently in my test world, and some of you may remember this. This is Meep Juice's version of the potion distribution system, which was really cool. Like, it distributed potions really quickly, and well, it was just very clever, very well done, a lot faster than my system, which is great. The problem with it was that it works by giving you health. Actually, here's a clock running on this one. So if we get this running, and we do, I'll demonstrate it. Scoreboard, players, scoreboard teams, join, dark. Okay, game mode 0, and we give ourselves a dark meep juice. See what it's doing there? It gives me extra health, then removes the health, and then it activates the potion dispensing. If I give myself a light meep juice, it realizes that I have a negative effect because I'm on the dark team. So, you know, that's really cool. There are 2 problems with this, which I may be able to fix thanks to a suggestion by Torbraze. The first problem is that it completely heals you. If I was on low health right now, so if I jump off this and then throw this, it heals me, which isn't great if you want to use this as an offensive weapon. The other problem is that it gives a damage tick. So if I'm if I'm running, it kind of messes up. If I do a jump while I get that tick, it messes up the jump, and it's kind of annoying. So what Torbray was suggesting was, rather than, if you watch these hearts... Oh, I need to be in survival, don't I? These hearts... I sort of get these extra hearts, right? Didn't work. There we go. He was suggesting that we use saturation, which is the golden hearts you get when you get a golden apple. So if I take one of these, you can see that... Oh! So this system actually stops you from being able to get the boost from the golden apple. It's these golden hearts here I'm talking about. If we use absorption instead of increasing the number of natural hearts, I think I can take... Okay, it takes it off the main hearts, but it might be possible to... Well, hang on, I can show you this. Okay, so if I eat this apple now, you can see that I regain some health from it. That's just part of the apple. But I have some hearts left over that aren't full, as well as the golden hearts. So I think if we try and use the golden hearts to fix his system, we can keep people's health, which gets rid of both of our problems. Okay, so firstly, I can give myself absorption fine using a command. And this is absorption 2, and you can see that my health was still low. Game mode 1. So I'm using this command here. 22 is the absorption effect. 5 seconds is the duration, and the level is 2. So if I set that to 1, we should get 4 hearts. If that's 0, I can't edit that while in survival. That's 2. So I can specify how many extra hearts I get. That's a good start. Now let's see whether we can detect when a player has... whether that counts towards your total health count. I think I already have a scoreboard called health. Let's see. Scoreboard, objectives, set display, sidebar, health. Okay, there's our healths. Pac-Man and Scary Nugget, for some reason, are low on health. Torbray has no health, which probably means he's not been to the hub before, because that's where it's updated. Maybe. I don't know. Let's change my game mode back. Game mode 1. Let's get a comparator. So 20 is the usual max health. If I press this button, my health goes up to 24. Okay. So let's say that I'm on... Oh dear. I'm on 20 health. The lowest health I can have is 1. So if I got a health absorption of 20, I'd have 21. So I need to give myself at least 10 more hearts for me to be able to detect this. I need at full health, which I currently am, I need a total health score of 41, I suppose. I need to check if it's between 21 and 41, or if it's greater than 20, then I have an effect, right? So, how much does that give me? 40. So if I was on half a health, let me just do game mode, natural regeneration. Oh, game rule. Natural regeneration false. And lower my health a bit. So my current health is 1. If I press this button, I get 21. So I could have a clock checking to see if anybody's health is greater than 20, and regardless of their actual health, I should be able to track that. So could I, for one team, check that they're greater than 21 and lower than 41, and then what happens if I do this? I get 37 health. Now it's back down to 1. 37. If I was at full health, I'd be at 40, wouldn't I? So I kind of need to make that more. 41. So if I was at full, because I'm trying to track 2 different teams, right, to work out which potion they've been splashed with. So if one gave you, you know, that many hearts, it would only be for a moment. So it might save you from 1 hit, but it doesn't. You can remove those hearts without any damage ticks or anything. So I think this might be the way to do it. And so for one team we've got 9, and for the other team we've got 4, which is, oh, that didn't work. I need to change my game mode. I always do this. 4. And that gives me that many extra hearts. So I should be able to tell which potion gives, so long as, you know, with potions, hang on, I'm just going to turn this back on before I forget. You know, with potions, if you're caught on the edge of the explosion, it sometimes gives you less time on an effect. I'm wondering whether that's the true for potency as well. If I have a potion which gives you this absorption effect and you're caught on the edge of it, are you going to get the same amount of hearts as if you're caught on the in the center? That's something we need to check. I'm going to try that now. Okay, so I've edited the light meep juice slightly. It now has an absorption effect potency of 4, which is what we had here, I think. So let me just check. If I splash myself directly with one of these, game mode 0, I get exactly the right amount of hearts. That's great. Now if I get caught on the edge of this, oh, hang on, that potency is going to last forever. Effect sparks clear. So if I throw this and just get caught on the very tail end, yep. Oh, that's really good news. So now I can detect if somebody has a health greater than 20, which is full 10 hearts. Why am I not healing? I want to heal. Anyway. Yeah, so I can check this. I think this might work. This might be the fix to the problem that Meat Juice had. Yeah, this could work quite nicely. I think I might play around with this a bit off camera. I don't know if I'll continue this episode, but I might have to talk to Meat Juice a bit, see what he has to say about it, because I think this is feasible. I think we could fix his system, because it was better than mine, I've got to say, apart from the damage tick and healing people bit. So I think we might have a fix. After 2 days of work, Aerophyte and I made this system. Building upon that, Meep Juice made this system. Torbray suggested that we track saturation to get rid of damage ticks and full healing. And between us, we've managed to come to this. This is a finished system. It's powered. It's ready to go. And the whole thing tracks potions in a 20th of a second. In 1 game tick. Watch this. I've got a dark Meep Juice in my hand. I'm on the dark team. I've got needs effects tracked on the side here. Ready? Instant. And since I'm on the dark team, if I use a light Meep Juice, you can see I'm tracking bad effects in the tab screen. Instant. The saturation effect that we were looking at earlier with the multiple hearts is tracked and cleared in 1 tick. So you might be invincible for 1 tick, but otherwise it is just perfect. It's also using one of these new hyper clocks. This is a different version of the clock I was showing last episode. This is not it. One of these clocks here, which has a redstone block being deleted by 1 command block and replaced by the other one. This one uses a redstone torch, which allows you to power more command blocks off of it. It's this clock here. Oops. Oh dear. Like so. It's just constantly updating 20 times a second. If you put a block here, it defaults to it. That's why I have that block there. So yeah, this basically works. What it's doing is it's got 4 command blocks. This one here, and basically there's There's 2 tracking for a health minimum of 21 and a health max of 40. One for the dark team, one for the light team, and they set an appropriate effect. And there's, let's see, that one's 21 to 40, and the other ones are tracking from 41 to 60. Now, if I change my game mode to 0, and we look at my hearts, you'll see that this thing, it's giving me saturation, absorption potency 9 and an absorption potency 4. And if you watch my hearts, you'll see that there's a barest instant occasionally when you can see those potion effects. Just the barest moment. I think that's pretty cool. Now, because it's tracking your saturation, you can technically say that you got splashed by the high potency one first. It would take away, it wouldn't register if you got splashed by the low potency one again. But because it tracks everything in a 20th of a second, the only time that it wouldn't register the lower potency is if you happen to be splashed by both potions in the same 20th of a second. So I think we have a winner. It's pretty much lag free. It just uses 1 torch, so not very many particles, and it's just beautiful. I love it. We're going to go ahead and use this system. We still need to do something with this effect tracking. We've still got to say they need a bad effect. We better give them an effect. And I haven't found a good randomizer yet. I want a system which can randomize the potion given. It needs to do it as fast as possible. We've got this down to a tick at the moment, but we need to give them the potion as quickly as possible. It needs to be randomized, so there needs to be a variety of options. It needs to be able to potentially give more than 1 potion at once, and stuff like that. I actually have a little clip where I was testing this with Nick Vegas and Scary Nuggets. I'll show you that quickly. So right now I'm joined by Scary Nugget and Nick Vegas, who is, there he is, and I'm going to try this out. You see the needs effect thing there? I'm just going to scoreboard, teams, join, dark at all. If I throw some dark meat juice, we should all get a 1 by our name. Did you see how quick that was? That was perfect. Now if I throw a light meat juice, we all get... Oh, Scary Nugget didn't get 1 by his name. Press this button to clear it. 1. 1. Perfect. Let's try adding scoreboard, teams, join, light, Nick Vegas. Clear that. So if I throw a light meat juice, Vegas gets a positive effect and we both get a negative 1. And if I throw this one, Vegas gets a negative effect and we both get a positive 1. Yay! Well, as usual, time has flown. This episode is at its length. It's ready to go. Torbray and I have been chatting a little bit, making a couple of updates to the map, and we made a slight change here. The meat juice now has a very short time on it, 3 seconds, because we found that when we had it automatically cleared by a command block, it wasn't registering everybody all the time. Especially Torbray, for some reason, had real trouble getting an effect. You know, Scary Nugget in our test earlier was occasionally being missed, but Torbray was almost never getting it. We're not really sure why. So for now, I've got the clear thing. I just have a longer absorption time. It has to be fairly long, because if you get caught on the edge of it, it kind of sucks. Oh. Right, you get a... I don't know. So, anyway, thank you very much for watching. If anybody has any good ideas for a fairly lag-free, fairly quick randomizer that can do multiple potion effects in one go, that'd be really cool. Let me know about it. I'd be happy to hear from you. So, I leave you with this question. Is there an afterlife? You can find out next episode. See you then. Thank you all for watching as always. Thank you for all the awesome feedback, support and ideas. I will see you when I see you. Bye.